we're joined now, delighted to be joined in fact by Limerick FC coach Dave Dineen. Dave, we're here tonight effectively to celebrate, I suppose, and also to officially announce the partnership between your club Limerick FC and the Limerick County Underage League this evening. All the paperwork has now been signed. It's a great evening, probably for both parties. What does it entail, I suppose, for both parties, Dave?
I think the partnership is a good thing, as you said there, Adrian, for both parties. I think for the county it gives them a base. Brough, in terms of where it's located geographically, is going to be it's a nice fit for them. Even in terms of their administration side of the game, and then from the football side of the game as well, we've got good facilities here in terms of the gym. They have access to the pitch. We've got the dorm area here as well, which will give them increased contact time, particularly as their Kennedy Cup and their Gaynor Cup squads come up to the summer. So across the game, from the administration side right onto the grass, I think it's of huge benefit to the county. For us, what it entails is trying to support the county and what they're trying to do in the county. We're very happy to have that agreement with them. We think that even in terms of our coaches, our facilities, our equipment, the infrastructure that we have, and maybe even our experience within the League of Ireland, can be of benefit to the county. And I suppose then for us as well, what it entails is us being respectful of the schoolboy structure, us being respectful of their kind of developmental pathway, us contributing to that where and as we're required, and hopefully adding to the product that they're already producing.
Yeah, that's an interesting point you bring up, because my attention was drawn today. You were speaking about respect for their own leagues. My attention was drawn to a lot of division, we'll say, in Cork particularly today.
Yes,
I saw that there was a scathing remarks from the schoolboy league about Cove Ramblers and Cork City, and I know that's a challenge for yourself as well with Limerick, because you're competing at that level. What you were saying there, that the chance, I suppose, at under 14s level is you're going to be respectful of their development and not really be interfering so much.
No, I think it's important for even for people who are here tonight. Everyone comes from schoolboy football, me included. Everyone around the table inside there today came from schoolboy football. I'm hugely respectful of schoolboy football and junior football, because I played both and both locally. I think that the pathway for schoolboy football is it not tops out, but the pinnacle of it is the Kennedy Cup. And I think that most leagues invest a lot of time, a lot of resources, both financial and personnel, into that. And I think it's for League of Ireland clubs to respect that, and perhaps to supplement that as well, without actually stepping into it or stepping onto it. I think the clubs do a remarkable job across the country. Grassroots football, in terms of development, contributes a lot to not only to clubs but to players, but also their communities. And I think that the solution that the FEI put forward this year, though some people don't think is perfect, it's a way forward which allows players, their clubs, the clubs that they represent, the league that they represent, to represent that league with pride after 6-7 years of playing with their pals, finish up the way that they were supposed to finish up, the way they were envisaged to finish up, and the best players then at that point can move into a League of Ireland pathway. And I think if a League of Ireland club can assist around that at the right time, it's a benefit to both parties.
Yeah, absolutely. I know during the meeting here, the chairman of the County Underage League, Mike Hurley, spoke with such passion about how he was so delighted now that they'll actually have a base here in Brough. Maybe that there was such a challenge for them to find anywhere, maybe to even train or have meetings. So that was one big thing as well. And I suppose another thing he said was, in the interview with myself, was that maybe participation has gone down a level in underage football in the county, maybe, as we said off camera, because of the GAA you're competing with. That's always been major problem in the county anyway. But I suppose you'll be hoping with this kind of public announcement and with the facilities available and the coaching available, that maybe the participation uptake will grow now in the county.
Absolutely. We're all in this for one reason, and that's for the benefit, obviously, yes, of kids, and but beyond kids, there's the extra benefits to coaches. It's the extra benefits of the game, and we would hope, even through our coaches and through our facilities and our equipment, if we can complement or even supplement the county, that the players will get better, that there will still be a pathway for those who don't make it to the League of Ireland, that even players who come through, will say the Kennedy Cup pathway, finish up with the Kennedy Cup, come on to, say, a League of Ireland club such as ourselves, that even if they don't make or not retain into 17s or 19s or into the first team, that they would then return, you know, to the league from whence they came, and they would actually return to be, they would return as better players, and that then makes the league stronger. If the league is stronger, then that, you know, I think makes it a more attractive proposition to younger players who are starting off. Yeah, when you're up against you know, giants like the GAA and Munster, I think it behoves you to do things properly, or as properly as you can, and this is a move in the right direction for all concerned.
Yeah, it certainly is, and I know that the FAI have spoken over the last few years about providing pathways, like you have said and Jason has said previously, providing pathways and for players to play not just at League One level unless they can, but obviously to improve themselves and just play at their own level as well in underage football. But I suppose this is what they can't underestimate, the importance of a partnership like this, because a lot of people may have said maybe it's a lot of lip service, but now at least action has been taken here in Limerick tonight at least, and hopefully again in the future with other clubs too.
There's a lot of I suppose tension, if not conflict, around the country, and you know, regards how and when League of Ireland clubs take kids into their pathway. I think it's you know, it's a genuine concern. League of Ireland clubs want them quicker, want them sooner, and the local leagues want to keep them for as long as they can. And I think that there is we have to recognise that for as long as they can, in most cases, they want to keep the best players to represent their county or their local league at Kennedy Cup. So if we again can respect that pathway and then align our pathway to theirs, so that, you know, we're not taking players before they're ready, we're not taking players before they top out in terms of their pathway, their local pathway. I think it's a benefit to those players, I think it's a benefit to their leagues, and it's a benefit to us as well, because we're speaking to and supplementing their process without actually encroaching upon it. So for me, what we've agreed here tonight is a way forward. Yeah, I think it's a way forward for in terms of that SFAI or Schoolboy League of Ireland impasse. We hope it will work, and we'll certainly commit the next couple of months and years to actually make